Hey guys, it's Sam, and today I'm doing. Oh, I hate you. This is gonna be so bad. Stop! I know the faces you're making. This is what makes it so bad.
I don't know the faces.
Because you're doing the I don't
know what else face to make.
All right. Hey guys, it's Sam, and today I'm doing the ultimate Harry Potter tag with my friend.
I'm Amanda. Hi.
And this tag was started by Izzy of Just Keep Reading, and the reason that Amanda's here, one, because she's awesome and she's my best friend and she's visiting for the day. Two, she is an actual Potterhead and I am not really classified as a Potterhead. I mean, I read the first 3 books in elementary school, and then I got scared and I didn't read the rest of them until college, and then I haven't reread them since. So, you know, I've seen all the movies a lot, and yeah, but it's still a fun tag. I still like Harry Potter. Yeah, I wanted Amanda here so you can get like the real nitty-gritty answers, you know what I mean? So there are 30 questions, so it's gonna be a while, so let's get going. So the first 5 questions are just general questions. Question number 1 is your favorite book. Are you ready? I know what yours is. Alright, I said Half-Blood Prince because I just remember that one the most vividly, and yeah, I don't really know why, but that's my answer.
I said Goblet of Fire. I think it's a real big turning point in Harry's life and his development as a character, where things kind of go from, you know, everything's really great, and then someone's working against him, and then, you know, someone really close to him dies, and it's just a big...
It's true.
It's a big step.
The end of that movie is when everything goes to shit.
Yes.
So.
Absolute shit.
Well, movie, book, whatever.
Whatever.
Question number 2 is your least favorite book.
I think we're gonna be
Duh.
the same.
Is that how you spell that?
I'm guessing.
That's right? Oh.
I did the other way.
This book sucks.
It does.
It's the longest one.
It's a great book.
But
it's tragic.
It's just...
The whole thing is just still
It's so long and there's so much pain and it's just like,
so
oh,
sad.
I can't wait for this to end.
And Umbridge is a twat.
Oh, she's so awful. Alright, favorite movie. I haven't seen a lot of them recently. Ah, gosh. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna pick 2.
You can't pick
I'm
2.
picking 2. I kind of like them both. These are the 2 that I've seen the most out of all of them, so...
Okay. What'd you think?
Why?
Well, I really think the first movie, like Christopher Columbus did a really good job capturing the magic of Harry Potter.
It was such a brighter movie.
Especially with the soundtrack and all, like, the sets and the actors, and I think it was just a really perfect first glimpse into the world that J.K. Rowling, like, so painstakingly created.
Mm-hmm. It's true. And it is very bright and whatever. I picked Half-Blood Prince and 7.2 because Half-Blood Prince, I know everyone has a problem with Half-Blood Prince because they left a bunch of stuff out. I forget because I read Half-Blood Prince so fast that I don't really remember a ton of it. But I really liked that one, and I really love 7.2 because I've just seen it the most, and it's just the end, and it's just like... I really enjoy pain, really.
Yeah, so much pain.
So
there was so much pain in that movie.
Yeah, there was a lot of pain.
There was even more pain in the book. Like,
yeah, it was bad. It was bad, but okay. I apparently enjoy that.
All right.
4 is least favorite movie. I just hate it.
I hate it too. The movie even left out some key points that made it, like, more terrible.
Right, you were talking about that. But that movie displayed Umbridge wonderfully because she's such a bitch.
And it did do a really good job of seeing the magnitude of the change that Harry Potter's life took, where it just went poof, and hey, everybody hates you.
Right.
You're not cool anymore.
Right.
Umbridge sucks.
Right.
The ministry's getting taken down.
Dumbledore's not talking to you anymore.
Right.
Congratulations.
And you have to spend time with Snape. Nobody wants that.
I want that. Favorite quote is question number 5. I don't remember any of the quotes.
Oh, I meant to check this.
What's the really famous one that everyone uses? About the darkness.
The Dumbledore one?
Yeah.
One can always...
Something about finding light in the darkest of places.
One can always find light in the darkest of places. One only needs to turn on the light? Something like
I don't know. That one. Or like... I don't know if this is in the book, but it's in the movie. The one where he's like at the station and he's like, is this real? And he's like, or just in my mind. He's like, even if it's just in your mind, that doesn't mean it's not real. I'm really bad at quoting things, but those quotes, just Dumbledore saying things are like I'm really passionate about. So any Dumbledore quote you can pretty much pick and I like it.
My favorite quote is, "Not everyone has the emotional range of a teaspoon, Ronald."
What movie is it? Or not movie. Sorry, I just think of them as movies. What book is that from?
That was from Order of the Phoenix, actually. After Harry kissed Cho in the Room of Requirement, they were talking about how Cho was crying, and Hermione was like, well, she's feeling this, and she's feeling that, and she's feeling this, and Ron's like, one person can't feel all that. They would burst open, and she's like, not everyone has the emotional range of a teaspoon, Ronald. And I like it because she uses his full name, which means she loves him.
Which means she loves him.
And that she's snarky.
It's true. She is a sass monster, that one. Alright, these next 5 questions are all about characters and your favorite characters and stuff like that. So I'm all about this. This is my section right here.
Excited.
Yeah. Alright, Amanda, this is a big one.
Ooh!
Number 6 is Favorite Weasley.
I can't pick one.
You have to.
I can't.
I can pick one. It's totally my favorite.
So I picked Ron.
Well, of course.
But my
did.
second choice was Molly.
You do love Molly.
I love Molly.
So for the 7.2 movie premiere, I dressed up as Bellatrix because I love her.
And I dressed up as Molly.
Yeah.
I actually had a dress that was really housewifey with peaches all over.
But no one knew who she was. It was awful. She
I didn't
totally
have
looked
long
like
hair.
it. You had the red hair though.
I was quite plump. Wait, why did you pick Fred? Tell me why you picked Fred.
I just felt like he was my favorite twin for some reason. I don't know why. I couldn't even really tell you. I think just I almost feel like he's just like a little bit funnier. I know they're both funny, but like I just felt like I liked him more. Yeah. And just sadness that I feel.
Yeah.
Again, pain.
I picked Ronald just because even when he strays, he returns.
Stop it. Question number 7 is favorite female character. I'm gonna go with favorite female, like, good character. You know what I mean? But let's not do Hermione because that's like too obvious. Because
she's not my favorite female character.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So it works.
Do we have to do good characters?
No. But the next one is favorite villain.
Favorite female character? Ooh, 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 ooh.
I guess we can do bad ones too.
Should I pick one of each?
Yes.
I think I'm spelling this wrong. And
oh, that's a good one. I can't even pick now.
I definitely.
So we're doing bad and good?
What if they're not necessarily bad, but they're not necessarily good?
I don't know who to pick. Oh, what's her name?
Nymphadora?
No.
Oh.
But I don't. Damn it!
We should have watched some movies and refreshed your, like, shit.
I think I do have to do that.
Can I swear on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, okay, I'm committing.
Okay.
Who'd you pick? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why'd you pick Petunia?
I picked Petunia because I really like that they show a lot of her childhood, especially, like, you know, in the Snape scenes and whatever.
Yeah.
And how, you know, she wrote a letter to Dumbledore asking him to get her into the school. And when, you know, he was very sweet about it, but, you know, he ultimately said no because she's a muggle. You know, that's when she kind of turned to the whole, you're a freak and you're not normal. And it was just, it was a hatred born out of, like, jealousy.
I had forgotten about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tonks in the books is my favorite because she's just
so much
yes. They didn't show enough of her in the movie. Like, what the heck?
Well, even when they did, they didn't explain her backstory and why she was this way or that way. And
right.
Blah, blah, blah.
And then Bellatrix is my forever.
Of course she
is. I love her.
She's just
we understand each other on a deep personal level.
Yeah. Oh, I picked Professor McGonagall for my favorite.
Yeah, I mean, she was another good one.
She's just a purveyor of good, and I love how Scottish she is, and like she's always wearing tartan, and
which they don't really show in the movies.
But she has biscuits on her desk all the time, which they also don't show in the movie.
Right. Rude. Question number 8 is favorite villain. This is so obvious for me. I just mentioned it a little second ago. It's so hard, but it's not for me because it's obvious. There's really only one choice.
Because I don't want to pick Voldemort. Like, he's the ultimate blah, blah, blah. So,
You don't want to pick Voldemort?
No.
Why not?
Because it's like picking Hermione for favorite female character. Like,
No, I feel like my answer is like picking Hermione for favorite villain.
Yeah.
Basically. You could do any of the people that were like
bad
in the beginning and stuff like that. Mine is obvious. I love her, so let's just be serious. But like, what?
Draco.
Okay, he's not like a villain though. He's just misunderstood.
He is a villain though. Like he is a little misunderstood because he's being, kind of pushed along by his parents, and he's under a lot of duress because eventually Voldemort is living in his house and shit like that. But
was Voldemort really living in his house?
Yeah, he was staying with the.
Does he really like need a place to stay?
The Malfoys. I mean.
So my second favorite would probably be Lucius Malfoy.
Yeah.
Especially hot Lucius.
The
Malfoy
whole
in the movies.
Malfoy thing, like with Narcissa and the binder curse that she did with Unbreakable Vow.
Unbreakable Vow.
She did with Snape, and how like Draco has to kill Dumbledore. That whole thing like makes the Malfoys really great villains, but almost neutrals because
it's like not. I mean, it is their fault.
And they leave the battle. Like they fight until they find Draco, and then they leave. And Narcissa, at the end,
is like the reason
checks Harry.
Heck yes, Narcissa. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's change it to Narcissa.
Yes, she's so good.
Yeah, but she's not really a villain.
She's not.
She's a neutral.
She's a mom.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Mom power.
Number 9 is favorite male character. Oh, I know the answer to this one.
This is so hard. There's.
I think I know who you're gonna pick.
Do you?
I think I do.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna tell you until you pick it. I knew it.
What did you pick?
Lupin.
I was gonna pick Lupin. Yeah. I picked Sirius.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna pick Sirius. I knew it. You love Sirius so much more than I do.
Because he's such a rebel. He's just like, his family really doesn't understand him. I don't think his friends completely understood him except for the Marauders. And
Lupin is everything.
Lupin is everything.
I love him. There's like not enough Lupin in anything, really. There's
a lot more of him in the books.
It's true. Number 10 is favorite professor. Yeah, this is like really I'm not spelling this right. You know more of the professors than I do because the ones that were mentioned in the book, like, a lot of them didn't show up in the movies.
This is really hard.
Did I spell this one right? No.
No, I didn't spell it right either.
Okay. Mine's misspelled.
Shit. I can't pick one. I'm gonna pick 2.
Oh, I didn't even think of him! I feel bad now. I didn't spell McGonagall right, but whatever.
It's 2 N's.
Oh.
Yeah. I picked Hagrid and Trelawney because I can't pick one. I think Hagrid tried really hard, and I think Trelawney was just really entertaining.
Yeah, she's like
with her goddamn cooking sherry all the time.
Did she drink cooking sherry?
Yeah.
Like a thing?
Yeah. When Harry was trying to get into the room requirement to catch Draco in the act, he ran into her trying to hide her bottles of cooking sherry in the
Oh, wow, I didn't remember that.
In the place where all this was.
Wow. All right, the next questions are all would you rather questions. Yeah, okay. So number 11 is would you rather wash Snape's hair or spend a day listening to Lockhart rant about himself?
I know which one you would rather do.
Why that predictable?
Yeah.
Snape's hair.
I said wash Greasy McGreaserson's hair. Because he's greasy.
Question number 12 is...
Wait, I was...
Would you rather duel an elated Bellatrix or an angry Molly? Bellatrix.
Yeah.
I feel like she gets so into it that she'll mess up and I have a chance. Where like Molly, like...
There's proof of that because Molly beat her.
Yeah, it's true. Question number 13 is would you rather travel to Hogwarts via Hogwarts Express or flying car? Duh.
Duh.
Ugh. Question number 14 is would you rather kiss Voldemort or give Umbridge a bubble bath? I don't even know. Gotta be a bubble bath. And I'm even gonna steal Izzy's answer and say that maybe then we'll have a chance to drown her.
Yes. And she does at least have a nose.
Question number 15 is, would you rather ride a hippogriff or a firebolt? What did you say? Firebolt, really?
Yeah.
A hippogriff all the way.
Why?
You gotta go for the fantastical creatures.
But you can control a fireball. A hippogriff could take you anywhere.
But hippogriff is just so much cooler. Alright, these next questions are all about the booked movie adaptations, so maybe I'll excel at that one.
So many opinions.
Question number 16. Is there a character which you felt differently about in the movies versus the books?
I can't pick one.
Oh, there's so many. I have 4.
I have 6. What did you say? Tonks, Slughorn, Harry, Luna.
Yeah.
I said Lupin, Tonks, Wormtail, Snape, Neville, and Ginny.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
With Tonks, we said it before, I feel like they didn't include enough information on her, like, at all in the movies. And I liked the casting of that, but they still didn't include enough on her, and she was, like, barely seen, really.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you thought about her, too?
Well, their relationship
Oh, yes.
and their struggle, like her and Lupin,
Yeah.
that went on for a year
Yeah.
of their lives where they just, went back and forth and didn't know what to do, and then the baby, and, like, they didn't put any of that in there.
No.
So that was a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why'd you put Slughorn?
I really loved Slughorn in the movies. Like, I liked the casting of him, and I just felt for him a little more. Like, I don't remember him in the books.
Yeah.
Like, I only read the books once, and I read them, like, the last 4, I read them so quickly that, like, I don't remember a lot of book stuff.
Yeah.
So, it's hard for me to, like, even really answer that question. But I really liked him in the movie, like, a lot. Like, the whole thing about, like, Lily and stuff gets you right there. Wormtail?
Yeah, I think that they made him, really sniveling and really pathetic in the movie, and that's great. But I think in the books they really showed how he fit into the Marauders a lot better, so you don't really understand, like, his relationship with them and how he felt about, kind of being always in James and Sirius's shadow and things like that. And, you obviously don't want to give him any more sympathy because he sucks, but in the end he does make the choice to, hesitate to kill, I think it's Harry. He hesitates to kill Harry, and then the silver hand that Voldemort gave him kills him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that really speaks of the character that we didn't get to see a lot in the movies. That was there in the
We just didn't get a lot of Marauder stuff in the movies.
No.
Which, I like.
Which is why Lupin is also on my list.
Yeah. I also included Harry. I feel like when I was reading the books, I really liked Harry a lot more than in the movies. Like, I feel like they kind of made Harry seem a little, like, dumber and kind of useless in the movies, honestly.
Because Hermione does a
like,
lot.
Yeah, Hermione does, like, everything. Which she does do everything, and it should just be called, like, the Hermione Granger novels. But, like, yeah. I just didn't like him. Like, the more we went on, I just liked him less and less as a character, and by the end I'm just like, why are you even, like, here?
Well, I think in the movies they made him, like, the star and the essential show, and you saw a lot of his struggle and his pain. And in the books, you saw a lot of everyone's struggle and everyone's pain in their lives.
Yeah. I really got tired of him. Like, I know his life sucks. I get it. But, like, I really just got tired of after a while just be like, oh, I know. So, yeah. I was not a huge fan.
I also put Ginny on here.
We talked about Ginny before.
We did, because, they didn't really put in about how she fit into their friend group or how, her and Harry had a history of growing up together and not just, like, she didn't disappear from book 2 to book 6 and then just all of a sudden they're in love. Like, she was there with them along all the things, especially in Order of the Phoenix. And, I just think they just left a lot of that out.
They really did. Luna, another character I don't really remember too much in the books, but the movies, she's, like, so spot on. Like, she's so good in the movies, so, like, I really loved her in the movies.
She's pretty good all around. Like,
yeah, but, like, I just feel like the casting on that was really excellent, too.
Yeah, and I picked Neville.
Right. Hottie in the movie.
Again, with them showing a lot of their background and a lot of their story, I don't think they showed enough of Neville's.
Right.
In the movies.
I do remember that being something that they left out.
It's like all the things with his grandmother and how he can never live up to his father's name and blah, blah, blah.
And his whole, like, parents thing and just all that. Question number 17, is there a movie you preferred more than the books? I don't remember enough of the book stuff to really, like, be able to be like, this one's better. And really, the books have more information. Yeah, the books have more information in it. Like, come on. they're the source material.
I think they did really good with 7.2. But you can't, like, it's still only half of a book.
Yeah. You can't fit everything in. No. Question number 18. Richard Harris or Michael Gambon as Dumbledore? Richard Harris was the first one, right?
Yeah. Who I thought was Ian McKellen the whole time.
They don't even look alike. What?
I didn't know what was going on. I don't remember his name, but...
Gambon. Michael Gambon.
Second.
Yeah, he is my ultimate... He's who I picture now. When you talk about Dumbledore, like, that is him.
He got a lot more room in the character. He got a lot more to play, and...
Yeah.
He got a lot more of the... Dumbledore's more famous
Yeah, and I think he does the drama so much better. Like, the, Richard Harris... was probably good for the first couple movies.
Because he was fantastical.
Yeah, he was fantastical, and he was like the kind old grandfatherly figure, but Dumbledore was like... Gambon's Dumbledore can, like, kick your ass.
Yeah.
Like, that dude, like... Some of the scenes in, like, 5 and 6 where he's, like, kicking ass and taking names...
Intense.
Harris couldn't have done that.
Super intense.
Question number 19. Your top thing, person, or event which wasn't included in the movies that annoyed you most?
There's so many.
I'm just gonna include the 2 that I remember the most.
I'm gonna pick 2 that bug me the most.
Okay. So with mine, I remember the whole prefect thing being like a really big deal in 5, and then them not including it, and me actually being pissed about it. And like I said, I don't remember a ton of stuff from the movies and books and whatever.
Yeah. But
that I remember. And learning how to apparate was like a huge deal. Like, a huge deal. And they did it once, and then like everyone knew how to do it. Like, just Dumbledore and Harry did it, and then that was it.
It's like the Muggle equivalent of like getting your driver's license, and you can
like,
go anywhere and do anything.
What?
They don't put it in there.
Yeah.
I chose Ginny and Harry's love story because I think that they didn't put a lot of that in.
Right.
And it was
As I said before,
it was really important to like their development. And then I put the Marauders. Because, I mean, that was a big deal, and they didn't explain any of it, like how they were animagus, how, you know, Lupin didn't really have any friends, and they all decided to do that to help him. Like, the Shrieking Shack,
like none of that.
How Wormtail disappeared, how they were unregistered, you know, anything like that. Sirius's home life wasn't good, and he spent a lot of time with the Potters, and how they were kind of all, like, jerky teenagers for a time, and they just left all of that out.
I actually have, like, a secret love of the Marauders era, and I really want there to be, like, a companion series. Yeah. Like, I would eat that shit up.
JK, do it.
I need her to do it. Just... Question number 20. If you could remake any of the Potter movies, which would it be?
First 2 with same director as later movies.
Yeah. I think I would prefer it to be more cohesive and to just have the... I understand that Christopher Columbus did the first 2 better as far as, like, the brightness and blah, 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 and whatever,
and
but, like...
Magic.
And the magic, but I feel like as a cohesive, like, series, I would have liked them to all be with the same director, the same aesthetic, the whole way through.
I kind of feel that way about Prisoner of Azkaban, because they did have a different director for that one than they did for 1 and 2 and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 7.2. And it was a little different aesthetically, and then
jarring.
They left a lot of the story out because they wanted to put in so much, you know, darkness. And
Right. These next 5 questions are all questions about, like, Hogwarts and if you were at Hogwarts, kind of, and these kinds of things. Yeah. So these are going to be fun.
Okay.
Question number 21. Which house was your first gut feeling you'd be a part of? Like, when you were reading the books the first time through, like, what did you think you'd be a part of? Hufflepuff.
Gryffindor, later Slytherin.
Yeah, so when you're like, Izzy said the same thing. Like, when I was first reading the books, like, when you're a kid, you're like, oh, I would be in Gryffindor and be, like, friends with Harry and Ron and Hermione and
And Slytherin's
like, yeah, and then when I was older, like, now I'm like, oh, totally Slytherin. Like, that is, yeah.
They just get shit done.
Yeah. Slytherin is my jam. That's what I, like, originally thought I'd be a part of.
I always thought I'd be a part of Hufflepuff, just because, like, I'm not super smart, and I'm not super brave, and I'm not super devious, so I could be a Hufflepuff.
So, question number 22, which house were you actually sorted into on Pottermore, or another quiz if you take another quiz? And I just did this recently, and I tweeted about it, and I was, like, so surprised. So...
We never redid my thing.
We didn't, but we'll just say what you were, and then I'll put it in there. So, I don't believe Amanda's. Like, I physically don't believe Amanda's. And she even said, like, when she was taking it, that she might have answered questions the way that she wishes she was. So I will add a little, like, annotation here if we take it, she's going to take it while she's here again, and if it changes, and if I'm actually right. So. I got Hufflepuff, and I'm like, I don't really think I'm a Hufflepuff, but then I read, like, the description that J.K. Rowling puts on there for Hufflepuffs, because really Hufflepuffs weren't, like, included in a lot of stuff, so you didn't really know much about them, so they're not, like, dumb or not clever or not brave or whatever. They're, like, you know, they're like the sleeping giant, you know? They're, like, because they're a badger, and badgers will fuck shit up. Let me tell you.
They just have to be provoked.
Yeah. So I feel like that's kind of how I am. Like, I'll be fine, and I'll be really nice, and then you, like, mess with me, and I'm like, oh, I'll rip off your face. Which is basically what a badger is.
She will actually rip off.
Yeah, I will. So, yeah.
I got Gryffindor, but like we said, we don't really believe it. And I may have lied a little. So
yeah. So we're gonna take it while I'm there, so I can be like, you're not answering that properly.
And
like, you're lying.
It's not that I'm not brave. It's that I'm not the bravest.
Honestly, I'm gonna be really honest right now, and this might insult any Gryffindors that are watching, but I kind of feel like the Gryffindor are like the frat boys. You know, like they're just like, let's, like, do a kegger. You know, like, I'm just like, stop.
Let's do a kegger.
You know? Like, I don't know. I just feel like they're frat boys. But no insults to any Gryffindors. But, you know. Question number 23. Which class would be your favorite? What'd you say?
Potions.
Oh, I said charms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they looked like a lot of fun.
I hated potions, you know, for a long time because Snape taught it. But
yeah.
that year that Slughorn taught it, you're like, oh,
right.
It's not dark and dreary and about death and horrible. It's just Snape is.
Right.
So.
Yeah, charms just seemed fun because wasn't charms when she like Hermione like learned how to do like the bird things? Like was that a charm? Yeah, I think that was fun.
Was that Arpeggio? I don't remember.
Question number 24. Which spell do you think would be the most useful to learn? And I cannot spell these, so I'm picking 2.
Is this useful to us in our everyday lives? Or
I think so.
Useful to us in our Harry Potter lives?
Yes.
Luminos?
And Accio?
Lumos?
Ahio? Lumos!
Yeah, Lumos.
I don't know.
Accio.
Accio.
Yeah.
So Accio because like you could just be sitting anywhere and get what you want. And
You're so lazy.
And Luminos because it's like I don't want to take out my phone and like turn on the flashlight when I can just be like, whatever, Lumos. I told you I'm not a Potterhead. So I just want to be able to be like Lumos and light shit up, you know?
I picked Levi Corpus because you can just like, you know, hang someone upside down by their ankle.
Is that what that does? Oh
yeah. That's how you boss people. And Obliviate because you could do some shit and erase it from someone's memory.
You picked like some hardcore stuff to use.
I did.
Mine was like every day, like give me the remote and light my way in the dark so I'm not scared at night. I'm going to pee.
I wasn't at work on Monday. Do you remember, boss? Obliviate. No.
Question number 25. Which character do you think at Hogwarts you'd instantly become best friends with? I don't remember a lot of the side characters. I don't want to pick any of the big 3.
Do you want me to name off some side characters for you?
I think I know who it would be.
Ah!
So basically, Amanda is Luna. So that is, yeah, that is what I would pick. I mean, she's just so nice.
Radish earrings.
The rest of the questions are all miscellaneous questions. So question number 26, if you could own one of the 3 Hallows, which would it be? Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be a douchebag.
Yeah.
Other ones are douchebags. Moves.
Hide from death forever.
Yeah, that's the smart choice. Question number 27, is there any aspect of the books you'd want to change? This can be a character, an event, anything. I feel like you can't change anything and then have the books still be what they were. Yeah. Like, they were written the way they were supposed to be written. And, like, you can't change something and, like, have it still be good.
Yeah. I would change something, but I know it would do some shit, so... I don't want to think about the repercussions, but...
Oh, Neville to have
I don't want Neville to have parents.
That's sad. Yeah, I mean, like, anything that you pick...
Harry, too.
Yeah, and Harry, too. Like, anything that you pick, like, I would pick that they wouldn't have died and Harry would have had a life, but that wouldn't have been a good book to read.
Right.
That wouldn't have been this series.
Harry Potter and the Problems of Nothing.
Right. Harry Potter and the Awesome Life. Question number 28 is favorite Marauder. And I feel like we already answered that. We already answered that, because that was my favorite is Lupin and her favorite is Sirius.
Well... Sort of.
Would you pick James, too?
Yeah. Because Sirius and James are like an item.
Right.
Like, you don't get one without the other.
Right. Much
So,
like us.
Yeah. Mm.
That's pretty much true. I didn't really start liking James until I got on Tumblr and I started seeing all, like, the Marauder fandom. Because, like, in the beginning I was just like, James, like, whatever. James is kind of mean and, like, whatever.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, oh, James.
Oh,
so
James.
cute. But I still love Lupin the most, so. If you could bring any character back to life, which would it be? Question number 29. I don't know. I can't choose one. Fred, yeah. Like, you can't live without your twin.
You can't! And
Like-
it's just, it's a terrible, horrible thing. And they
Yeah.
just started a business and they're just the life of the family. And I just...
Yeah, that family did not deserve to lose a child. Like, nobody deserved to die, but, like, obviously, like, you can't bring back either Tonks or Lupin because then still one of them dies and, like...
Right.
Yeah, you know, and then you can't bring back Dumbledore
Or
because
Lily
you
or
just had
James.
to... Right, or Lily or
Right.
James. You can't have one. And Dumbledore had to die for, like, things to get propelled into motion or whatever. So, like, I would definitely bring back Fred because you can't... Like, the whole twin thing is, like, super
sad.
serious. So... The last question, question number 30, is Hallows or Horcruxes? Oh, wow!
Yeah.
Horcruxes are creepy to me. I mean, they're creepy, but,
I mean,
they are like, almost
creepy.
more, like, powerful in a way, because you don't need
think
all
that
three.
Harry didn't want to be the master of death. He just wanted to take Voldemort out and live a happy life.
Right. Right.
So
Horcruxes are
Horcruxes
cooler.
over Hallows, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alright guys, that is it for the Ultimate Harry Potter tag. It was a ton of fun. I'm going to have a lot of fun editing this. I'm not going to be tagging anybody because I'm not sure who has done this yet. I know that Izzy tagged a ton of people and I'm not really sure who like the big Potter fans are and stuff, so I don't want to tag somebody who isn't a huge fan and then they feel like they have to do this and they, you know, don't really want to. So if you want to do this tag, if you love Harry Potter, if you haven't done it yet, you haven't been tagged yet, I officially tag you. You're tagged. So I hope you all enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun, like I said, and say goodbye to Amanda, but I'm sure she'll be back in videos in the future. I'm trying to get her to read a ton more books so that I can like have her and stuff, and you know, it'll be a ton of fun. So thank you all for watching, guys, and I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye!